Uh, so I knew this was going to be a problem. I knew that it would go blurry a lot because it's dark in here. So we are just going to hang out for a little bit. Oh, I probably should have the TV paused because it keeps changing the lighting, but we are hanging out. I need to try and get tired, so we're going to just chat for a little while. The camera will keep going blurry, I'm sure. And Joshy, it's 11 o'clock. I know it's 11 o'clock. I just realized I don't have any pants on. So I got to be careful. I got to get nice and cozy. Um, did I get any Amazon Prime deals? What does that mean? Was there some sort of Amazon Prime thing going on? It's you. It is. It is me. I'm not nearly as comfortable as I wanted to be. I just graduated college a few days ago. Congratulations! My nail is really sharp. All right, I'm gonna sit up. That'll be better. That's better. I am currently watching a DVD of Rocco's Modern Life. Can I read you a bedtime story? I don't know any. I'm not a dad yet. You got to be a dad in order to know bedtime stories. I could turn this light on, but I think this light. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. Whoa! That's really awful lighting. Um, Doing good. How about you, Joshy? I am ready for bed, as you can see, but I want to get a little more tired. And there's no games that I want to play or anything. What is this? I was introduced to you via your Fluidity Spin Cycle review back in the BitBlock days. I've been a fan ever since. That's a pretty unique way to have discovered me. Where's She Peachy? Josh needs to tell us Josh need to tell us a bedtime story. Why would She Peachy need to be for that? I don't understand. What does she have to do with the bedtime story? Um, Fluidity was lit. Fluidity was a cool game. I think that started out as a WiiWare game, and then they made it a 3DS game. So yeah, you still keen for Mario Party? Great man. You should totally create some of your own ones. Hint: you should make a Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion board. Well, the thing about like doing 3D design is that it takes a really long time to make those make believe episodes. Those take a really long time, and ultimately it's kind of for nothing because it's not a game, it's just an animation or whatever, and so it just felt a little bit useless. I've been bored and played Wind Waker HD on my Wii U. That's a good one. I need to do that myself this summer. I played and beat Sunshine, as you guys know. I made a video about it, but I've not gotten into Wind Waker yet, but I want to. It's like a very sharp part of my nail. Joshy sleep stream. We need Mario Galaxy 3. I'll take Mario Galaxy 3 over Odyssey 2 any day. I have got to tell me about. Wait, I really need to just. There we go. That'll be better. Abe said something about the Fortnite season. Abe, are you enjoying the Alien beach party in Fortnite? Do I have a set workout schedule? I do. Oh, I'm tired. I every other so I do crunches every other day, and my crunches are, it's going to seem a little random, but I do a set of 60 crunches, and then I get up and I give myself like a 3-minute break, and then I get back down and I do another 40, and I count that as one, and then I do that 3 times. So that's how many? It's like 120, 180, and then it's like around 250. So every other day I do around 250 crunches. And then every day I jog, almost every day. Ironically enough, I did not jog today because I was really busy doing stuff. And I did do the crunches, so it wasn't a complete waste. But almost every day I jog. Wow, that's really dark lighting. And then every day that I'm not doing crunches, I will lift. And I have 2 types of lifting that I do. One of them is I'll do 8 reps of 30 with a 30-pound weight. So I have like two 30-pound weights, and I'll do 8 reps of 30 with those. And then other times I have an actual weight bench downstairs, and I'll do that. So it's like, I don't know, it would be like crunches and jogging, and then the next day is little lifting and jogging. Next day would be crunches and jogging. Next day would be big lifting and jogging. That's basically my schedule. And I think it works pretty well. I'm not trying to be The Rock here. I'm not trying to get unbelievably muscular or something like that. But I think it's been working pretty good. You skip leg day? Well, I mean, I jog. When I'm jogging, I'm definitely working out my legs. Have I done any fun summer activities? I have not. Well, I mean, just I've swam, gone swimming. I've been watching a lot of summer TV shows, and I've been playing summer video games. I need to shave, by the way. I know I said that you look younger each year for me when I see your face. Thank you very much. Right now I look older because I have like scruffy facial hair and I've got it like under my neck. It looks terrible. And I think last time I did a live stream, I was like, I'm going to shave. And I still haven't. So I got to do that. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. Why does the lighting keep changing? It goes from too bright because there's a TV show on right now. Rocko's Modern Life is on the TV, so it keeps changing the colors. Yeah. Wave race is coming. I am working on that. I'm wearing a Jaws shirt, a Jaws 2 shirt right now. Josh, do you play any board games? No, not really, but we used to, like, probably, I would say about 15 years ago, me and my cousins, we'd always hang out and we would play Monopoly in my grandparents' basement. Whoa, that's blue. Look at that lighting. This lighting is kind of weird. It's like I'm in a nightclub. This is like a dance party going on. I never realized how often Rocko's Modern Life changes its lighting. Jesus. I do like We Fit You. Been using my tutorials for the dessert course. Did those a long time ago. Look terrible with my mustache. People tell me to shave it. Now it's just completely gone. Now it's just gotten. There we go. Sweet Jesus. I should pause this so that we have some active lighting here, or some still lighting. I don't. This lighting is more entertaining than what I'm saying. What was the best year of my life? Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know. Probably when I was little, maybe. No, maybe now. Maybe now. I don't know. Oh. But I've been working really hard on Halloween videos, by the way. I'm going to be getting some videos up soon for like summertime. There will be a big vlog for the 4th of July. So you guys can look forward to that if you want. But that'll be fun. Whole family's getting together. But the whole family's getting together. I thought I said something in my teeth. I just brushed my teeth. But yeah, it's going to be a fun 4th of July vlog. Whole family is getting together, and we're going to light off a bunch of fireworks and cook out and swim. It'll be a nice summery vlog. What else? Mostly I have just been, like, I want to really, really, really knock it out of the park for Halloween. And I am really in a position to do that. I've been working on Halloween content since January. If all goes according to plan, and I'm not confirming this right now, but if all goes according to plan, there will be 17 Halloween videos. 17 Halloween videos. It's insane that it's going to be to the point where you guys have to like keep checking the channel to see it all. This keeps getting blurry. You should fall asleep on stream. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, pervert? Inspired me to work out and fix my health lately. Thanks for that, homie. No problem, Damien. You got this, buddy boy. But yeah, that's mostly what I'm doing. Like, you know, I'm going to get some summer videos out for sure. We're going to get it's almost become like a tradition for me to do a 4th of July vlog. And I really love doing those because they just they explode summer atmosphere. And so, yeah. But really, if you're like, Josh doesn't do a lot of videos, what's going on here? It's really mostly because I'm working on Halloween stuff. I'm putting a lot of love and effort into that. In fact, I shouldn't say this because it might spoil the magic, but me and Dan and Nick are getting together for the 4th of July in that general time zone. And we are going to be recording at least 2 bigger Halloween videos. So like July 3rd, like 2nd and 3rd, we're going to be recording Halloween videos. And I don't like saying that because then you'll know they were actually recorded in July. But I think most Halloween stuff is obviously not made in Halloween. Like Hocus Pocus, the movie, was probably filmed in like March. So yeah, but there's some good stuff for Halloween. I definitely plan on dominating the Halloween season. Nintendo Channel, what's going on? I think it's morning for her. See the new Jaws 4K resolution Blu-ray? I have not. I've not seen that. I don't own a Blu-ray player. Rate my pillow. My pillow's okay. 7 out of 10. I need to move that. It's pretty fluffy. I feel like I want to just hold this over my head. Oh, that's a little bit better lighting when I do that. Yeah, that's better. Also, I can just look directly at the screen instead of like looking at an angle. I could do a vlog of working out. I don't really consider myself like a fitness guru, but I don't know. I did lose 60 pounds, and I think it's pretty fair. I think it's fair to say that I do have a 6-pack, that I do have noticeable abs. Halloween in July feels sacrilegious. It is sacrilegious, but you know, every year I always say like, oh, I got all these ideas for Halloween, big plans for Halloween. And then, of course, they don't usually come to fruition. The reason for that is because I always didn't give myself enough time to make this stuff. You got to make this stuff like beginning of the year in order for it to actually happen. And so I finally have learned that lesson. And so while it does seem sacrilegious that we will be recording Halloween videos in early July, it's the only way to make it work. So,
but they are very Halloween. They are loaded with Halloween spirit, and I'm very, very excited. It's going to be fun. It's going to be silly. There's going to be a great variety to the videos for Halloween season. Some Nintendo stuff, some stuff that's not Nintendo, a lot of stuff that's not Nintendo. So it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be good. You know, the chat disappears and then it doesn't come back. Hawaiian shirt style video. I have probably about one Hawaiian shirt, but I actually counted them a few days ago. I have 32 or 33 tank tops. I have a lot of tank tops. So maybe we'll do a tank top style video. That could work. I'm going to actually lie back. There we go. This isn't too awkward. Summer style video. Yeah, I might do a summer style video. Halloween decor hauls and craft videos. There will probably be vlogs going to the stores to look for the Halloween stuff. So there will be haul videos. I actually want, and I don't think this is gonna happen. I hate laying like this because my face looks really sucked in. Look at how there we go. But it's more cozy. What was I gonna say? Oh, I would love to do a completely new Halloween house tour, like full production value, very well edited, not like a casual one. That really comes down to how much new stuff I can find. So I don't think it's going to happen. There will be at least a casual house tour for Halloween, but I have already started to buy Halloween stuff. In fact, I just recently bought some stuff, like as of a couple days ago. So there's a possibility, but I don't know. Point of view, you are the ghost in Josh's house. Josh, please, I want a hot bod. Give advice. Well, I just went over my workout routine. Yeah, this angle is so weird. I look like a dead person when I lay like that. There we go. We'll lay like this for a little while. I was watching today, because we're just randomly talking about stuff. Did anybody see this drama that's going on between H3H3 and Louder with Crowder? That's pretty entertaining. Mental health wise, how am I? I would consider myself very mentally healthy. God, I can't get comfortable. I need to just put the... But no, I learned about this today. I think it happened relatively recently, right? The H3 stuff. I was so tempted to do a video about it, but I was like, I don't know if anybody in my audience would care about me talking about political drama. But yeah. I never thought too highly of H3H3. I never had anything against him or anybody at that channel, but I never got it. Like, I never understood what was... Jesus Christ, Rocco, stick to a scene. What is going on here? But no, anyways, I just never thought it was funny. Like, I never thought that... What is his name? Ethan? I think the guy's name is Ethan. I never thought his humor was funny. I kind of thought it was, cringy. I remember I saw a video of his where he, put on a bunch of hats. He's like, oh my God, look at this. I have my pants. My pants are hitched up to my belly button. And I'm wearing knee socks with flip-flops. And I put on 100 hats and I'm walking around on a beach. Isn't that funny? And I remember just thinking, this is terrible. How is this popular? And I've seen a couple of his other videos, and I don't know. I guess his comedy is just not for me. It always seemed really bad. It's like, oh, look, he's scrunching up his neck, and it looks like he's got 4 chins. That's so fun. Like, I don't get it. But to each his own. Comedy is subjective. I got it. So I just mostly ignored it. Like, I didn't care about H3H3. And then I saw, like, obviously he does a podcast. And I watched a few, like, podcast interviews. And I did not like them because he's really bad at being an interviewer. I tried to watch the one with Dunkey. I really like Dunkey and Leah. I think they're two genuine people. Dunkey is very funny. He's got good comedic timing. Seems like a good dude. Leah seems really like talented and sweet. I just really like them. And they did, they were on his podcast, and he was just like interrupting them and asking stupid questions. And I've seen a couple other of the H3 podcasts, and he's just like a terrible interviewer. And it's like, why would I watch this H3H3 stuff when I could watch like Joe Rogan or Tim Dillon or, somebody who's actually funny or actually interesting? So long story short, I guess, or long story long, I just never thought H3H3 was like appealing to me, but I had no problem with him. It's just like, whatever. So I saw this, like the whole entire unedited thing from Louder with Crowder, and Ethan is like a scumbag. It's really like I went from not having respect for him but didn't really care to really not having respect for this guy. Cuz like he was supposed to, like, Ethan was saying stupid stuff, as he said many times. And what he's saying recently was like, he made a comment about the C word, the pandemic, whatever. I don't know how, I don't want to get demonetized by YouTube. But Ethan was like, the government is telling you what to do. I'm paraphrasing, but Ethan was basically suggesting that we should blindly trust the government and do what they tell us to do when it comes to this pandemic, which is obviously the dumbest hot take anyone could possibly have. Just saying trust the government no matter what. There's whole bodies in the government dedicated to this stuff. Listen to them and do what they say is one of the dumbest things that a YouTuber has probably ever said. And so Louder with Crowder was, joking about that, and they were going back and forth and like stupid petty arguing. And Ethan got in touch with Crowder and was like, let's do a debate. Let's talk about it in a debate. And so they accepted, and Ethan just used this like debate, this like discussion as a way to like Trojan horse some other idiot guy who's like a loser socialist who nobody pays attention to anymore. And I what is his name? Like Sam something? It was basically some guy who runs a political channel. It's a left-leaning political channel. It's very pro-Bernie and socialist. And the Sam guy, just constantly sends out debate invites to people like Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson and, Steven Crowder. And he just constantly tries to do that. And then when people ignore him or people don't want to debate him, he just acts as though they're too scared to debate him. When really it's not that. It's just they're not going to debate some guy who is a nobody, who has next to no audience. If I wanted to debate Crowder and he said no, it wouldn't be because he's afraid of me. It'd be because I don't have an audience worthy of, paying attention to, or like I'm not known enough to debate. Like imagine if I just said to Fox News or CNN or MSNBC that they have to let me on the air and debate their hosts. Otherwise they're chicken, it's stupid. So basically Ethan brought that guy on when he was supposed to be debating Crowder as like a way of being like, ho, we got you, Crowder. But really, Ethan just looks like the dirtbag. Ethan just looks like the coward. And you know what really disappointed me the most? If you watch the video that Louder with Crowder posted, they posted the like sound check, and they posted the like, just like before the interview or before the debate. And Ethan and Crowder were being very civil. They were being really cool with each other. And it was such a disappointment that it turned into this like crappy bickering thing, because it was so like refreshing to see them just being cool with each other. And Ethan was like, oh, like before it all started, he's like, oh, by the way, man, like, just on a serious note, I hope everything's going good with your wife and her pregnancy and whatever. And Crowder was talking about that. And it was really weird because it's like Ethan is pretending to be like this caring person and pretending to be like cool and like he's going to be civil. And all the while that Ethan is asking about Crowder's wife and his pregnancy, Ethan knew that in a matter of minutes, he's going to stab Crowder in the back and do this stupid charade of inviting some nobody on to cause drama. So it's just like, man, Ethan is really a no quality loser. Like, it's one thing to have left leaning views or right leaning views, but Ethan was just being a snake in the grass, which was just pathetic. It's fine. You can't debate. You're not good at debating or whatever. Then don't debate. Just talk. Just talk to Crowder. Stand by what you said. Or Ethan could have been like, yeah, what I was saying was blah, blah, blah. And I didn't mean for it to come off that way. Or maybe Ethan could just say, hey, no, I do trust the government. I do think there's a reason we elect these people. And I think we should trust them. And I don't think there's a conspiracy. And I think when the government says that it's best for us to do lockdowns and everything, be like, I agree with that. And just be normal. Just be normal about it. If I think that's a stupid take to have, but just have some dignity. But instead, Ethan was just a snake in the grass, a coward. And Crowder's not innocent himself. Crowder has done stuff like Steven Crowder has dressed up like Cenk from the Young Turks and like jumped on stage when Cenk was doing some sort of presentation. And, that was really stupid. That was cringy, and Crowder was wrong for doing that. But it doesn't, two wrongs don't make a right. You can't be like, oh, Steven Crowder is a hypocrite because he doesn't like somebody ambushing him, but he does it to Cenk. And it's like, well, you can't clap for Ethan doing it, but then also say that Crowder was wrong when he did it. It's just so hypocritical and stupid. You can kind of see Rocco's Modern Life in the reflection there. But I think, honestly, if you're a decent person and if you have any kind of morality and you just look at the situation that unfolded, it's very clear that Ethan is the one that looks like the douchebag. Ethan is the one that looks like the massive creep. Ethan is in the wrong. The Sam guy is, I don't know. Like, I don't really know who he is. I did a little research at his channel. He's got 1 million subscribers, but a lot of his videos get really, really low views. Like, as in, he's got some videos that are like 3,000 views. And the Sam guy seems like he's trying to make up for his lack of an audience by just uploading tons and tons of videos. By the way, I'm not going to pretend that I'm massively successful on YouTube, but I'm just calling it like I see it. I mean, the Sam guy, it's pretty clear why a lot of people don't want to debate this Sam guy. It's because he's kind of not really important in the political realm of YouTube. So, I don't know. Seems stupid. It's like Ethan and the Sam guy are like, oh, Crowder ran away. He's a coward. He doesn't want to debate Sam. But it's like, no, you were going to have like a normal debate one-on-one with Ethan and Crowder. And then Ethan decided to be a snake in the grass weasel. And so Crowder was just like, we're not doing this. This is stupid. I don't think Crowder's afraid of debating the Sam guy. I think he probably should at this point. Why not? Who cares? But yeah, I don't know. There's my take on the Crowder Ethan drama. Like I said, I went from thinking that H3H3 was just not funny and not my thing, but whatever, to thinking, oh, this Ethan guy is like actually a douchebag and pretty pathetic. And again, I'm not saying Crowder has never been a douchebag, but in that situation, Crowder was definitely in the right. And like I was saying earlier, for me, the weirdest thing and the most telling thing about Ethan's character was that before all of this unfolded, Ethan was talking very civil with Crowder, talking about, hey man, like I said, hey man, I hope everything's going good with your wife and her pregnancy. I heard some stuff about that. There were some complications or whatever. And then Crowder's like, oh yeah, thanks, I appreciate that. And he's going through what his wife is. He's having twins and stuff. And then Ethan's talking about how they're expecting a kid and stuff. And it's just like, man, that's really fucked up. Ethan, as you're saying this and as you're pretending to care about his kid and pretending to care about his pregnancy and being cool and stuff, that in like a very short period of time, you're going to flip the switch and you're going to reveal that you're actually a snake in the grass. And it's like, that's fucking psychotic. That's weird. And then like you can even hear Ethan was talking to one of Crowder's like sound guys, tech guys, to get like the mic check and everything. And Ethan's like trying to pull shit then. Ethan's like, oh, who are you, by the way? Oh, it's nice to meet you. And he's like, are you one of the people that dress up in costumes? Like, are you one of the Peter Pan guy or something? And it's like, Ethan, you're just talking to the sound guy. You don't have to try. And it's like, Ethan took, this is one of the things I thought was really funny. Ethan was mocking Crowder for like the way that he looked or like what he was dressing. Like Ethan was like, oh, he wears a holster. And he was like making fun of the way they wear costumes for their sketches at Louder with Crowder. And it's like, Ethan, have you looked in the mirror? You made your career by putting on 100 hats and walking around on a beach. Like, are you insane? Why in the world are you trying to make fun of someone else's clothing or what they're wearing? Insane. But yeah, I read a comment that was pretty much the perfect definition of what went on. Somebody's comment in the video was, this is the equivalency of listening to a lobby in a game of Call of Duty where everybody's just shouting at each other. But yeah, I don't know. I found that to be pretty entertaining today. That's probably the most entertaining YouTube stuff that I watched today. But man, I lost a lot of respect for Ethan. I didn't have any to begin with, but I was kind of on neutral grounds. I just sort of felt like, well, I don't think he's funny, but humor is subjective and whatever. And I thought he was bad at interviewing people on his podcast, but it didn't affect me, and it still doesn't. But I kind of feel like I learned something about Ethan today, which is that he's just a scummy guy. What the fuck? I've watched a bunch of H3 podcasts, and even I was like, what the hell is he doing? Yeah, and it's weird because Ethan was like, oh, I'm not a good debater. It's like, okay, but that's fine. Don't do a debate. Just talk to him. Are you good at talking to people? You should be. You have a podcast. It's a successful podcast. I don't know why, but it is. So you talk to people on your podcast. Why can't you just talk to Crowder? Don't make it a debate. That's one of the things, like, in general, that I find to be so retarded about society today. Like, don't debate. Just talk. Are you capable of talking? Why does this guy keep saying, am I a demon? Is he asking why is like the voice malfunctioning because of the connection or something? Or the lights flashing? Ethan milked JonTron and Filthy Frank for fame. Yeah, I do seem to remember Ethan doing more with JonTron and Filthy Frank. And didn't Ethan, and I could be wrong on this, I'm just going by what Crowder said in the video, did Ethan kind of start his YouTube career by going against the like social justice nonsense and just kind of being like this guy who's not into that and just kind of middle of the road sort of? Because I seem to recall that as well in like the early days of seeing him on YouTube, to where he seemed like he was kind of making fun of the social justice and like the extreme feminism and all that. And now he seems to definitely be the opposite. For those of you who don't know, there is a television show on right now, and that's what makes the lighting go crazy. Chip Chop Chop says Ethan used to be a huge anti-SJW and free speech advocate or activist. Yeah, he's not now. It seems like he has some people at YouTube that he spoke with, and now he's just kind of following in line with YouTube because he knows there's a lot of money and popularity involved with sucking up to the bigwigs at YouTube. But anyways, that was the entertainment for today on YouTube. I don't see how anyone, and I'm just being real here, I'm being genuine, I don't know how anyone could watch all of that nonsense, take all the angles in, and then be like, oh, Ethan was the good guy. Ethan was the douchebag. Ethan was the weasel. Ethan was the coward. Ethan did not even talk to Crowder a little bit on the actual official video. He just went right in with bringing in this random nerd guy. So I don't know. Pathetic. People need to just learn to fucking talk to each other. It's not hard. Stop trying to win. You're not going to win a debate. It's not going to happen. You're just going to have two people shouting at each other. And, you know, one side will say they won. The other side will say they won. Nothing will be gained. It's just stupid. How about just actually talk? Is that not an option anymore? I know that in modern times that's not an option, but it really should be. People just don't really like Crowder. That's why everyone was on the side of Ethan, because if he ain't Crowder, he must be the good. He must be the good. I don't know why people would not like Crowder. I'm not like Crowder's biggest fan, but I think Crowder definitely comes off as the respectful one in that. And like one of the things that I've seen Ethan's YouTube friends saying, where they're like, oh, Crowder can debate children on college campuses, but when it comes to debating an adult, he doesn't know how to do it. Bitch, he doesn't debate kids. Have you ever watched a Change My Mind video? Crowder sits down at a table. It has a theme. He puts it on a sign. Anybody who disagrees is welcome to come talk to him about it. That's not a debate. That's a discussion. That's an open dialogue. And if you watch them, you can see Crowder is not rude. He's not arrogant. He talks with the person. Are we really to the point where we're going to make fun of the idea that like somebody welcoming talk on a college campus is him? It's not a debate. And it isn't even all college students, by the way. Sometimes they just do them in like the streets of a town where anybody, an adult or whatever, can come in. I saw one where he was talking with people from Google. So it's not to say that like, oh, Crowder just debates children who are unprepared. No, bitch, he doesn't. Watch the videos. He talks to anyone. And, you know, if you're unprepared, don't sit down and talk to the guy, I guess. But it's not correct. It's not accurate to be like, oh, Crowder bailed on that debate because he couldn't do it. He's only good at debating kids. He's never debated children. It's an open dialogue at a college campus that anyone is welcome to participate in or not. Many of the times he's talked to teachers and plenty of adults, and many of them do not take place on a college campus. They take place in like the streets and shit. So, incorrect. Do you know Trisha Paytas and how she quit Ethan's podcast? I read a little bit about that today when I was reading about this drama. But I don't really know who she is, but I did see that she quit. I did see that he used to work with somebody that quit. Josh, what do you think of Mike Majak, who is Logan Paul's friend? I have no idea what any of that is. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't, despite what I've been talking about for the last 20 minutes, I really don't follow a lot of YouTube drama. And again, I'm not going to sit here and pretend, I'm not going to pretend like Steven Crowder has never come off like a douchebag or never, you know, made videos that I disagree with. But I will say in that drama that went on recently between him and Ethan, Crowder is the one that has the most dignity. Crowder is the one that seems the most logical. When I watch political videos, I think I usually turn to definitely Larry Elder. I'm a huge fan of Larry Elder. Jesse Lee Peterson is fucking amazing. Gotta love him. Candace Owens is great. You know, I like Ben Shapiro. He's a little boring. He's a little bit of a classic Republican, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I do think Ben's pretty good. Michael Knowles is good. Who else? Tim Dillon is good. Tim Dillon's not a political YouTuber, but he does talk politics sometimes, and he's very funny. But yeah, when it comes to like straight up political videos, I think I find Larry Elder to be the one to watch. Candace Owens is great too. Who else? Who else do I watch? I do watch Crowder sometimes. Haven't watched Crowder for a while until this. You think I may like John Doyle? I haven't heard of John Doyle. Adam says Gavin's the best, but you have to subscribe to his website because I have not seen Gavin McInnes in a long time. They pretty much deplatformed that guy. But Gavin was really funny too. And by the way, Gavin is somebody that I really don't agree with on a lot of things, both politically and socially. But I do like him. Like the world needs to realize you can disagree with somebody on a lot of things and still not care, to where you can still enjoy some of their stuff or still think they're right on some things or still, just appreciate them as a human being. Paul Joseph Watson, he's pretty good. I fucking miss Alex Jones. Like, I don't even think you can upload Alex Jones videos to YouTube. Like, if somebody wanted to make a funny clip compilation of Alex Jones, I think those generally get deleted, which sucks. Alex Jones is amazing. And by the way, I don't fucking know if Alex Jones is right or wrong. I don't even care. He's entertaining. Like, we're not allowed to take in Alex Jones content on YouTube. That's so stupid. He's funny. Like, why can't we just appreciate him as being funny, entertaining? Like, I was watching, there are some clips of Alex Jones on YouTube. I was just watching one today where he's like talking to some British interviewer, like on a British show, and he just kind of starts going right in. He starts screaming his website name and stuff, and it's just like, this is fucking purely amazing in every way. Oh, he sets a bad example, or blah blah. Shut up and let people take in whatever they want. No, it wasn't Piers Morgan, it was a different one. But yeah, it's just this idea that these tech companies like YouTube and Twitter and Instagram, that they get to decide what we're going to watch, they get to decide what is dangerous and what isn't dangerous, is insane. Now, if somebody's threatening someone's life, or if there's somebody who's openly saying that they're going to commit terrorism, then they can step in, then it's fine. But when it's just somebody like Alex Jones, who the fuck cares? Like, what? People should be allowed to take in that kind of shit. That's stupid. YouTube should not be allowed to decide what the narrative is going to be. And whether you're right wing or left wing or in the middle, you shouldn't be in favor of that. That's fucked up. That's a very dangerous, slippery slope that you're messing with. Daniel says, Joshy Poo. That's my name. Would you box any YouTuber? Well, I don't traditionally box, so I don't know. I'd have to get a little practice in. Potentially. For charity. I'd have to make sure there was a charity. If there's like an animal charity and there's a bunch of donations for it, sure. Owen Benjamin used to work with Crowder, but now they have beef. I think I knew about that. I think I knew about the beef there. Why would you want to... Yeah, see, that's true. Kitten says, why would you want to damage your face? See, that's right. I've been able to prevent the aging process from happening drastically to me so far. And I feel like once you get in that ring, it's going to happen real quick. What is your opinion of world leaders like Justin Trudeau, Boris Johnson? I honestly, it's so funny because obviously I'm very pro-Trump. I openly, happily admit that. And I encourage everyone to openly admit that who is pro-Trump. I love Trump. The guy's fucking brilliant. The more I look at the world, the more I actually just fucking hate politics. Pardon my language. It's late night. I can curse. But like, the more you look into it and the more time you look at everything political, you start to realize how it's all so broken and such garbage. Even Republicans. Like, I'm not even a fan of what's his name so much anymore. What was this guy's name? I want to say Ron DeSantis, but that's not him. The other guy that was like a Republican that got popular for a while. He's a veteran. Some of you probably know his name, but he, not Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz I'm fine with. Ted Cruz, though, I'm a little tired of Ted Cruz talking about how bad big tech is. Because it's like, we know, Ted, but what can you do about it? Yeah, there you go. Dan Crenshaw. Dan Crenshaw, I used to be pretty big on. I used to think he was really great. Not so much anymore. I think Dan Crenshaw has a little bit of rhino in him. He's a little bit of rhino in there that I'm not a fan of. I am also twice as miserable ever since I got into politics. That's the other thing. By the way, that's the other thing. You look at these people on Twitter who are constantly talking about politics, who are constantly getting in these fucking debates. These are miserable losers. They wouldn't know happiness if it bit them in the dick. These are not happy people. These are not people that are fulfilled in life. These are miserable, sad fucking people. Why do you want to be that? Why do you want to become that? That's the problem with politics, especially today. You're going to fucking be so miserable. And, oh, but I'm fighting for a just cause. No, you're not. You're not going to get anything done. You're not going to change things. Stop trying to convince yourself you can. The amount of corruption in our political fucking everything is so far gone. You're not going to change it. It's done. We're all done. We're all going to die and go to hell. Just enjoy the ride while you can. Get off of social media. Wacky Deli is on right now of Rocco's Modern Life. This is one of the best episodes. But no, like this, I get it. I get that it's like, well, maybe we should stop the left from destroying the country. Yeah, but maybe we should just let them do it so we can say, I told you so, and then rebuild it. That's kind of the point where I am. All right, let them do it. It's like when the kid keeps wanting to touch the fucking stove. And it's like, no, honey, don't touch the stove. No, hun, don't touch the stove. It's hot. You'll burn yourself. And he just keeps doing it. So eventually, you got to say, you know what, motherfucker? Here, let me crank it up even higher for you. Now touch the stove. Put your fucking face on the stove, how about? Oh, it burns you and now you're screaming. Well, how about you don't do it anymore then? Have you learned your lesson? That's kind of where I am with the left at this point. That's where we are. That's where we are. I'm on Twitter, and my 3 rules for myself on the platform are no politics, no porn, and no talking about my personal relationship status. So what do you talk about then? But yeah, it's miserable. These people on Twitter wonder why they're always angry. And by the way, they're addicted to it. I guarantee you they are refreshing that bullshit on like an hourly basis, if not more. It is so bad for you. But their lives have no meaning, and so they think this is the way to get meaning. I think a lot of these people too, I have a theory. I think a lot of these people on Twitter that start these debates and arguments and they try to cancel people, I think they were probably outcasts in school or currently are outcasts in school or work. And so they're like, I'm going to get even with the world and everybody that betrayed me and cast me aside by going on Twitter and starting meaningless fights with people I don't know so that I can feel something for a change instead of miserable. And it doesn't work. And by the way, I'm firmly putting my retarded ass in that category, okay? Oh, Josh, but you were on Twitter many years ago and you would do that. Yeah, I'm a fucking retard too. I'm a moron too. Not anymore. Well, I still am a moron, but in different ways. But no, it's the truth. Like, oh, I'm gonna prove to my Twitter followers that you're stupid. I got a better idea. Why don't you go cook yourself in an oven? It's so dumb. Internet clout, that's what you're going for? All right. Enjoy being miserable. That's just what happens when you let politics become your god. And that is obviously what many people have done. When is my next art contest? I don't know. I'm not sure. Haven't thought about that one. There's Ralph Bighead before he was for some reason turned into a transgender. Hold on a second. Can I switch this? Look, guys. This character's a girl now for some reason. The Rocco's Modern Life canon changed him into a girl. But he still has the same. I better not show this anymore because YouTube's going to flag the video probably. Why won't this turn around? But yeah, they did a single Rocco's Modern Life special, which was supposed to air on Nickelodeon, and then it didn't. And it was like done for a long time. And everybody's like, what is going on? Why is the Rocco's Modern Life movie special not popping up? It's been like over a year. I can't remember how long it was, but it was a long time. And then it's like we finally got it, and it was on Netflix. And the story was about Ralph Bighead being a transgender woman. And it's like, oh, that's why it wasn't aired on Nickelodeon. But then it's weird because now Nickelodeon does tons of like transgender stuff. So I don't know. Were they just not ready to take the leap yet at that time? I don't know. But I remember being disappointed with the Rocco's Modern Life special, not because the plot was about a transgender woman, even though that's part of it. Because, like, why is that what you go with? Rocco's Modern Life has been off the air for like 2 decades at least. And you give your loyal fans a story about a transgender character? That's the idea you're running with? It was really stupid. And it was not even ignoring how dumb and boring that is for a plot in Rocco's Modern Life. It was like the same thing they already did. Ralph Bighead was already in a story just like that in the original show, where like Rocco and friends had to go find Ralph Bighead and then bring him back to his parents for their anniversary. And it was like basically that same plot. I don't know, stupid. Also, why are you doing like a transgender story in a children's television show? I have nothing wrong with people. You can do whatever you want with your body, and if you want to be a man, say you're a man or a woman, I couldn't give a shit. Doesn't affect me. But maybe just don't do it in children's television. Seems like a pretty take to have, a pretty healthy take to have, I would say. But yeah, I was disappointed in that special because there was like no plot, and they were just redoing a plot they already did, but it was less funny and less interesting. What's your opinion on all of entertainment companies merging like Disney, Fox, Viacom, and other? I think it's terrible because it means less competition, which means shittier product, and it means one company has way too much power. I did not watch Courage as a kid. Is that the one with the dog? The Jungle Movie was the best revival special. Witch Doctor, I've not seen that. I probably should watch that for Hey Arnold. What was the Invader Zim reboot like? It should be illegal how good GameCube is. GameCube is good. The Nintendo GameCube is 20 years old this year. Here we go. We'll go back to the awkward weird pose here. Are you buying Speechless Controlling Words, Controlling Minds by Michael Knowles? No, I don't know how to read. I'm a Trump supporter. I don't know how to read. Jungle Movie was very satisfying, but what was that? Ugly art style. Wasn't it the same art style as the show? Yeah. They changed the art style? Sorry, I have to lay like this for a while. I am going to end this soon, probably, because I am getting a little sleepy. Blue's Clues is forcing pride on literal babies. The Blue's Clues thing was pretty fucked up, too. Again, go be gay. I don't care what you're doing with your life. I hope you find happiness. Go, if you're a guy and you're gay, be a gay guy. Go find another gay guy. Fall in love and live happily ever after. Just don't put it in a show that is intended for 3-year-olds. I don't think any kind of sexual nonsense should be in a show for children. Call me old-fashioned. Top 3 worst characters. Ramona Flower, Brian Griffin, and Jenny from Forrest Gump. Okay. Random. It's a very entertaining stream with interesting subjects. Thanks. You're very welcome.
The Jungle movie had subtle design changes. Also, their pupils were too big. Okay, I believe you, Chip Chap Chop. It's so dang forced. They don't care about pride. They want that money. That's the other thing, by the way. It's not about saying that you accept gay people and you want gay people to live wonderful lives, because I think most people can get behind that. I think most people, myself included, are of the opinion that it's like, yeah, gay people are just like everybody else mostly. And, I hope they live a good life and find happiness. I think most people have that opinion. But these big companies are just using that shit as a way to make money. It's all it is. It's just for clout and money. Oh my God. We won't go into this because I don't have the energy to go into this. But did you guys see that they're making a live action Snow White movie and the actress is not white? What a surprise. What is she's like Asian or Latino? I don't think she's Asian. I think she's like Latino or something. It's Snow White, for God's sakes. She's named after the color of her skin. And it's based in like, what is Snow White based in? Like Germany or Poland? It's based in a very white territory. Disney at this point is just actively erasing white characters and recasting them as like dark-skinned characters to look woke, which is really pathetic because it's like, why not just make a new story with a Latina woman or with a black woman or whatever? Like, why not just make a new character? Why do you got to take white characters, change them to being black or Mexican or whatever, and then pretend like anyone who disagrees with that is a racist? Can you imagine them doing that with any other character? Like, can you imagine if they took Princess Tiana and if they did a live action version of Princess and the Frog and it was a white girl instead of a black girl? Can you imagine the outrage? They wouldn't do that ever. Disney would never do that. Oh, well, that's because it wouldn't make sense because that's like based out on the bayou and it's in the South. Yeah, there's white people there too. There's even white characters in Princess and the Frog. One of them is a pedophile. Anybody want to talk about that? There's a character in The Princess and the Frog. When the movie ends, the white girl basically acts like a pedophile, saying that she's going to wait for one of the kids to get old enough so she can marry him. It's just right there in the open. And I know that it's supposed to be like, what a funny joke. Is it? Because if it was like a little girl and a grown man, and the grown man's like, I can't find my princess. Oh, maybe this 6-year-old girl will be my princess. I'll just wait for her. Everybody would be like, whoa, what the fuck? But because it's a little boy and a girl, like a woman, then it's okay? I don't know. Princess and the Frog, that ending has always been weird to me. But then again, Disney is no stranger to pedophiles. I guarantee you there are pedos working at Disney in high places. Disney is unfortunately not what we want it to be. And it pains me to say that. But yeah, Disney is not the wholesome, wonderful, loving company that everybody gives it credit for being. It's a very dark company. Disney's got a lot of skeletons in their closet, but they have way too many connections and way too much power and money that it's going to be really hard to get it out. Mickey's an asshole. I'm going to throw it out there. Mickey Mouse, you're an asshole. Mickey Mouse is actually a woman. I know I've said this before, I think. But when you go to Disney... No, Walt was great. Walt Disney would be rolling over in his grave if he could see what the company is today. Walt Disney, I love saying this. I love it. I love saying this as much as possible. Walt Disney was a conservative Republican and was very, very pro-America. So I love saying that to all these Diz-tards, all these like adult Disney fans who like blog and vlog from the parks nonstop. You can tell they're all like social justice warriors and liberals. I love leaving the comments. I love saying that
Walt Disney was a Republican and Walt Disney was a conservative, because it's true. He was. Walt's father was a liberal, and Walt's father wanted him to be a liberal like him and wanted to raise him to be a liberal. And Walt essentially said, fuck that. No, that's retarded, Papa. And Walt went off and lived a pure life as a conservative Republican and created one of the biggest companies of all time. Now, granted, like I said, it's gone to hell nowadays, but still. What other drama can we get into? It's a great way to end the day. This is a great way to get ready for bed. Anything else? Anybody else I can piss off? We've talked about how Ethan from H3H3 is a psychopath. Talked about how Louder with Crowder is a douchebag. We've talked about how Blue's Clues is for transgender 2-year-olds. But I don't know. Don't know. Let's talk about David Dobrik. I don't know much about David Dobrik. I hope Nintendo doesn't go woke. Yeah, it is really, as much as I say about Nintendo and how I think they've been disappointing lately, I'll give them that. They're one of the few game companies that has not injected any kind of woke bullshit into their games. Knockout City has been putting out like Pride Month shit and Black Lives Matter shit. And it's like, isn't this a game about dodgeball with cartoon characters? What the fuck is this? Like, I saw like every day they were changing. You could get a free icon, and the icons weren't like, if it was just like a, hey, here's a rainbow icon for Pride Month, that'd be fine. That would just be, what the fuck is, can the TV come back on? Waiting for the show to come back on. There we go. What the hell is that about? But no, that like Knockout City was doing like every single day, there was a different like gender identity. So it wasn't even like a Pride Month icon. That would be fine. That would be normal. It'd be like, yeah, whatever. I think I have to actually turn this backlight on. There we go. So we can have a little light because the TV keeps turning off. But no, it was like asexual. It's like, today is the asexual icon. And they did like, there were some I've never even heard of. Like, what is asexual? I'm not even trying to troll. I'm not trying to be a douchebag. I'm just genuinely curious. How does one be asexual? Now, I could be wrong, but my thoughts are asexual means that you're not attracted to males and you're not attracted to females. So you're a plant. You're a plant. That's the way a plant is. How can you not have any sexual or romantic attraction to any other human being? How's that possible? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not what asexual means. Please feel free to educate me on the topic. But asexual is you don't get sexually attracted to other people, I think. How is that possible? How can you not be sexually or romantically attracted to someone? Yeah, people are saying they don't have sexual desires. I don't buy it. I don't see how that's possible. Maybe I'm just ignorant. I'll say I'm ignorant, but doesn't sound like a life I'd want to lead. Because you guys know me, I love to hump. Am I excited for Monkey Ball and Mario Party? Hell yeah, I am. I'm very excited about those. Asexual is when you're attracted to someone despite of gender or something. I don't know. See, nobody knows. Nobody even knows what these things are. It was like LGBT, right? Lesbian, gay, let's see if I can identify all of those genders. So it started out as like LGBT, right? Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, right? I'm understanding so far. But then there was like Q, LGBTQ. What is Q? What is the Q in LGBTQ? People are saying Qbert sexual. Drag queen scared me as a kid. Have you been to Sears Tower? No, I've not. Somebody says Q is questioning. That's a gender? What does that mean? Isn't bisexual kind of question? What does questioning mean? Questioning? Or does it mean queer? Somebody else said queer. Quantum physics. See, nobody knows if we're proving something here. It's most people don't know what this means. I guess it means questioning and you're not sure. That kind of feels like bisexual to me. JP, no, I don't live in Chicago, and no, I haven't been to the Sears Tower. Josh, they have a lot of words for the same things. Pansexual and bisexual are basically the same thing. What is pansexual? I mean, I guess you're saying it means bisexual. I need to make a video just trying to go over all the LGBTQ things and see how many of them I can understand. We'll learn together. And it won't be a video where I'm just trying to be a dickhead. It'll be a video where I'm genuinely trying to make sense of it. Pan means that you're sexually attracted to anyone? People are saying pansexual is attracted to every gender or on genders. Isn't that bisexual? I guess maybe not. Because bisexual means men and women, and pansexual means literally any kind of person under the sun, no matter how they identify. I think we have a word for that already. It's called slut. No, I'm just kidding. Not really, actually. What is, does nobody just, we need to bring back rollerblading. Can we just bring rollerblading back? Just go rollerblade. Go to the park. Draw something. I don't know. Get a deck of cards and go sit in the corner and build a fucking card fort with them. Does nobody do anything anymore? We're all sitting around trying to come up with ridiculous sexual identities. What the fuck? Questioning pansexual. What the fuck is happening? Nobody cares. Not even you, by the way. Not even if I came out tomorrow and I was like, guys, I'm pansexual. What the fuck? What does that even mean? I want to have sex with everything? Why am I telling you this? Would be the first thing you'd say. The first thing you would say if I told you guys, if I made a video and I was like, guys, I'm pansexual, the normal reaction to that in the comments would be, why are you telling us? Why is this our business? We don't care. What the fuck? Daniel says, let's all read our Bibles. Yes, Jesus Christ. We're all going to hell in a handbasket, including me. J-sexual equals physical attraction to Josh Thomas only. Now that is the only sexual identity that anyone is allowed to have, really. You all are being forced to be J-sexual, but only 21 years old and up. Chip Chop Chop says that all this sexual identity is a substitute for having no personality. I think you're right. And you know what? God bless these people. All the social justice warriors and the people on Twitter trying to win debates. God love them. God help them. I'm not even mad at them. I genuinely just feel for them. And I'm not, I know it sounds like I'm trolling or I'm being dead serious. Like, think about that being your life. That is a sad life. And I'm not going to pretend like I have the greatest life. I think I do have the greatest life, actually. I'm very happy with my life. But, it's like, come on, you guys. You're angry and miserable because you're constantly engaging with this stupid, mind-numbing bullshit. No one's trying to erase you. No one's trying to fucking kill you in the streets. You shaved half your head and you dyed your hair bright green. Great. We get it. No one cares. No one cares. Go to Iraq and do that, and then you'll have a reason to complain and be scared. You're in America, you're in Canada, you're in the UK, wherever. You're not being harassed for that. And if you are, it's by some numbnuts. It's not like our laws prohibit you from being who you are. Trisha Pates recently said she's non-binary. Okay. Let me guess. Her views were down. Her YouTube statistics, the analytics were a little low that week. What can I do to get people interested in me again? Oh, I don't know. I'm non-binary, questioning, pansexual. Good God. Josh, thoughts on abortion? This is a really fun live stream. My thoughts on abortion are that we kind of solved that debate a long time ago. It's called birth control. And if you want to have a lot of sex, but you don't want to have kids, you have the guy wear a condom. Or if he doesn't want to for some reason, well, actually, if a guy doesn't want to wear a condom, get rid of him. He's trash. If he's like, I'm not wearing a condom, blah, 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 leave him. He's a loser. Or you can be on the birth control pill. Take the birth control pill or have the dude wear a condom. And you guys are not going to believe this. You ready for this? It prevents pregnancy. Pregnancy is something that can be prevented before it even comes close to happening. And also, if you have sex before marriage, if you have sex out of wedlock, you're going to hell anyway. So you don't need to worry about anything. You're going to hell. Okay? Jesus was pretty clear about that, you hag. I'm going to hell. You're going to hell. We're all going to see each other there. And we can all bicker in hell. We'll have our little smartphones. We'll all be on Twitter and we'll be yelling at each other while we burn alive and turn into a fine paste. Mally says that she's afraid of pregnancy. Mally, stop living the life of a sad, desperate cat mom. Go out and get knocked up by a nice big guy and have a family, damn it. You can have cats and children. Knock it off. Go get pregnant. That's my advice to everyone, including the guys. Men can have children now. Come on, get with the times. Pianist, why did you just say Jesse Lee Peterson? I don't want kids or pets. Mally, you're a very selfish woman. Yeah, Pixel TV. To all the guys in the chat right now, I just want to tell you, make sure you have safe sex because I don't want you getting pregnant. It's very hard for us to deliver a child out of our pee holes. You think passing a kidney stone hurts out of your dick hole? Holy Lord. Try popping out a baby. No, I've never smoked weed. I'm proud to say that I've never done any drugs. My insanity comes natural. Oh, yum, 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 yum. My favorite Sonic Boom episode is the one where they're all barefoot. I have had a kidney stone. Mally, I have had a kidney stone, and it's not good. It's worse than giving birth. So I'm looking forward to when I'm married and my wife is about to have our first child, and she's like complaining about it in the hospital. I can just be like, babe, I don't want to hear it because I had a kidney stone, so I know real pain. So deal with it and pop my children out of your vagina now, please. I want to meet this kid. But it is terrible in all honesty. Kidney stones are really painful. I wouldn't wish a kidney stone on my worst enemy. It's that bad. Did I go to the hospital and get morphine? No, I don't. I decline the morphine. Whenever they want to give me morphine in the hospital, I don't want it. I don't take it. I have had it. I've had it, and I don't like it. I have a bad reaction to it. And I'm not a huge fan of injecting my body with shit. I know I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I just don't generally like that. I don't know. Do I believe in witchcraft or the supernatural stuff? Somewhat. I think anything's possible. It could be a real thing. Chip Chap Chop says I have too much testosterone for morphine to work correctly. Yeah, whenever I get it, when I broke my ankle, this annoyed me. When I broke my ankle, they snuck some in there. When I was up in my hospital bed and I was talking to family and stuff, and the nurse like snuck the morphine shit in there. I don't think she was doing it to be sneaky, but she did it like without my permission. And all of a sudden I just got like really hot and flustered, and I just felt like I was an instant away from passing out. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I like really hot? And she's like, oh, it's probably just a side effect of the morphine. And I'm like, you bitch. And so I leaped out of the bed and I grabbed the nurse by the throat and I threw her out the window. Anyways, I didn't do that. But I did get the morphine. That was all true. The SJW sent her to try and take me out. Yeah, and they failed big time. What time is it? What is happening? I feel like it's getting pretty late. By the way, feel free to make fun of the idea that I just leave my pool float in the bedroom. When I'm done using it in the pool, I bring it in here so that it doesn't blow away or pop. And it's a nice bit of summer decor. Are there any other topics we haven't covered? We've covered all the charming topics like abortion. We've made fun of all the LGBTQ people on Pride Month. So we're definitely going to hell. But so are they because they're gay. And God said you're not allowed to be gay. So we're all going there. Oh, here we go. This is like pillow talk. This is legit pillow talk now. Joshy, the fan's not on because it would be too loud. You guys wouldn't be able to hear all my racist, bigoted nonsense. Scooter for the Muppets. Let's talk about him. All right, Scooter's definitely a beta. Scooter is the definition of a beta. I'm really curious where his sister went. He used to have a sister, but now he doesn't all of a sudden. How'd that happen? I don't have a favorite anime, but I do have a lot of favorite hentai. Jojo says, kiss me goodnight, Joshy. Do you identify as a male? What video games have you been playing? What have I been playing? Fortnite. I played Fortnite today. Fortnite has a bunch of alien stuff happening on the beach, and it's really charming and silly and fun. I'm a fan of that. And I'm going to play Pirates tomorrow. Sea of Thieves. Cody, I've not played Knockout City for quite some time. Is Animal Crossing New Horizons dead? Yeah. That was dead on arrival. That is... Animal Crossing New Horizons is as dead as a fetus in a liberal girl's stomach. That was a bit much. Listen. You get what you pay for with this channel. That's so sad. We waited like 10 years for Animal Crossing New Horizons. Yeah, we did. Have you tell Dan to stream Pirates, please? He probably will. Yeah. Woohoo! This hair, a part of my hair was going over the eyebrow, and that is not acceptable. As you guys know, I have the greatest eyebrows on all of YouTube, and they are the source of my power. Do I still think Knockout City is better than Splatoon? No, probably not. I was wrong on that one. Although Splatoon is not much better, at least I can play Splatoon without having Black Lives Matter icons all over the place. Your eyebrows look great tonight, bro. Thank you very much, Geologic. I appreciate that. At least somebody in this chat is a decent human being. Geo, you're not going to hell. The rest of us are, but you will be spared. My favorite SpongeBob episode is the stop motion Halloween. Came out a few years ago. Sea of Thieves is so fun. Sea of Thieves is pretty special. It's really fun when you play it with other people. My birthday's tomorrow. Can I get a happy birthday from the man himself? Would mean a lot to me. The legend Oscar. Legend Oscar, my buddy boy, is turning the big 5-4 tomorrow. He's going to be 54 years old tomorrow. Let's all sing happy birthday for him. Here we go. Happy birthday, dear Oscar. I think that was his name, right? I already forgot your name. How insulting is that? But I don't remember my own name, so don't be too insulted. Happy birthday, dear Oscar. Happy birthday, dear Oscar. This stream is not good. Blow out the candles. I'm not going to stream tomorrow, no. Wait, my birthday is today. Can I get this treatment? Happy birthday, dear Geo. Happy birthday, dear Geo. Happy birthday, dear Geo. Happy birthday, dear Geo. Blow out the candles. Whoa, you blew the candles out a little too hard there, Geo. There we go. Holy Lord. Yes, I have seen South Park. I don't live under a rock. Whoa, oh, it's always a good time. Whoa, oh, it's always a good time. Do I like Minecraft? I don't hate it, but I don't play it. Do you like Ambien? By the way, true story, I dated a girl who was a Disney princess who was addicted to Ambien. What do you guys think about that story? Is that a fun story? Her mother was a nurse, and so she would get Ambien because her mom's a nurse. She would abuse her mother's nursing profession just to get Ambien because she, had problems. Um, do I play the Wii once in a while? I play the Wii more than the Switch, probably. Whoa, it's always a good time. What princess was she? She was a few princesses. What is it? She was a few princesses. She was Princess Aurora. I think that was the Princess Aurora and Belle were her primary ones. And then she also did Rapunzel sometimes. But Aurora and Belle were her two main ones. I am making jorts as we speak. Listen, I'm in favor of jorts. I don't get why jean shorts are like something people will make fun of, or like they're like jean shorts. What? Yeah, jean shorts. What's wrong with them? I like the original DuckTales. No, she was not a Latino Snow White. I love these live action Disney movies. It's like they don't even do well. These usually bomb and then no one talks about them. All the people talking about the movies happens before the movie comes out. And then the movie comes out and everybody's like, who cares? I'm not a big fan of shorts that are too short. I feel like the middle of your knee is where the ideal location for short length is. Oh my God, Joshy, it's Latinx, not Latino. The hell is Latinx? Chip, chap, chop, go to your room. You're grounded for saying that. My favorite Disney movie is Peter Pan and the Magic of the Lost Scooter. And that is a very rare Peter Pan movie where Peter has to find a lost scooter and he finds it. And this lighting is not flattering at all. Live action Mulan was such trash. Yeah, probably. As a Latino, I hate the term Latinx. Just call me a slur at that point. What is Latinx? That sounds like Kleenex. Like you're gonna blow your nose on a Hispanic person. What is Latinx though? Somebody explain that. You guys did a terrible job explaining the LGBTQ stuff to me. So anybody that wants to be offended by anything I said about LGBTQ, I mean, these people in the chat are the ones you really should be mad at. These degenerates that follow me everywhere I go. Latinx is the gender neutral term for Latino and Latina. All right, so that's pretty retarded. Got that? Okay, gonna go ahead and forget that. Because God forbid male and females exist, right? I've not seen all of the Goofy movie. Oh. I'm going to make up my own gender. I'm going to be, and no one else can be the gender that I make up. What's a good gender name for me, guys? What should I be? Jaws sexual? Shark sexual? My favorite cereal is Christmas Captain Crunch. A robot. Somebody says my sexual identity should be a robot. Okay. I do like to, I don't know. I thought I had something there, but
I was gonna say I do like to screw, but it's like, wait, robots don't what? Doesn't work. Bradley Jacobs, is that literally the Bradley Jacobs returning from the depths of hell? Where did he? Is that the real Bradley Jacobs or somebody pretending to be him? The man became like, like the Loch Ness monster or Bigfoot. I thought he was starting to dip into mythology. Shoe sexual, that could be one. That probably works for me. From now on, I identify as shoe sexual, and I'm the only one allowed to. But I do have to probably end this soon because delirium is starting to kick in, and the lighting is really bad. God bless anyone who, for some reason, wants to rewatch this. You're a very stupid person, and I love you. Mars Attacks alien? I identify as one of the aliens from Mars Attacks. That's what I am now. So just let's recap. H3H3 needs to be deplatformed. Steven Crowder needs to fight me in the ring. Bradley Jacobs apparently came back after a 12-year hiatus in the community. Asexual is not a thing. What else? I'm shoe sexual. And Disney is an evil company that you should stop giving your money to. And that's coming from Peter fucking Pan. Peter Pan is telling you don't give Disney your money. We touched on abortion. That's true. Mr. Glowy says, Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, Mr. Glowy. That reminds me, next month is White History Month. I hope you guys are looking forward to celebrating it and embracing all of the amazing things that white people have brought to this country and to the world, for that matter. July is one of the longest months of the year. That was definitely not an accident. We purposely picked July because of that. And according to Jesse Lee Peterson, July just feels white. That's what Jesse Lee said. He picked July to be White History Month because July just feels white. And I agree, July does feel very white. It's a very white month. All right, guys. I'm not even joking when I say that I'm sort of half thinking about doing a video for White History Month. Just because, come on, how can I resist? But anyways, happy pre-White History Month. Why I want you all to go to bed after this. It's bedtime. No, I've never played Kingdom Hearts. Good night. Godspeed. God bless America. God half bless Canada. God bless the UK. Kind of God bless Australia. Although you guys are getting kind of liberal. I don't know about you guys down there. But God bless ya. What is this? Joshy, get Ash Polson to collab for the White History Month video. Okay. We'll see if he wants to join. We'll get Andre in there too. Andre is as white as you could possibly be. Andre definitely needs to make a White History Month video.
Josh Donald Duck for Smash. I agree, Shane. I agree. Finally, a good suggestion. I should end this video though, because I've like 4 times now, I have almost just gotten out of these covers, and I'm not wearing any pants, as I mentioned earlier, and I don't wear underwear, as I mention every chance I get. So we could be in some demonetization problems here. All right, guys, for real, thank you. My power is almost done on the phone, so that's a good time to end it. As always, you know I love all you guys. I've got nothing but love for everybody, even the dumb loser liberals. Yeah. Thanks for joining me on whatever the hell this was, and I'll talk to you real soon. I'll get some real videos up at this channel, not this lazy ass live stream nonsense. And repent your sins, because you're all going to hell. I can tell you that right now. And that includes me. All right. Bye-bye, guys. I love ya.